Payal and I am from the Management Study Guides content team. Welcome to the course Project Procurement Management. Thomas is working as a procurement manager at Globus Textiles, a retailer dealing with all variety of garments. Previously, Globus Textiles used to get all the ready-made garments stitched by a third party. Recently, to reduce cost, the management has planned to get all the stitching work done in-house. As a first step, Thomas, the procurement manager, was asked to procure various raw materials required to make shirts, trousers, and other ladies' garments. As instructed by the management, Thomas prepared a project procurement plan and engaged the contractors to supply various raw materials. Globus Textiles entered into a contract with a new supplier for supplying cotton bale from Egypt because cotton from Egypt was considered as the best in the world, and also the contractor quoted a lesser price than the others. The sewing and knitting machines were to be imported from Germany. The machineries which they imported from Germany had all the latest technologies, and the staff involved in sewing and knitting were not well versed in using these machines, and they required hands-on training for at least a few days. Thomas arranged the training for his staff. The staff had training for 2 weeks and manufacturing activities started after that. The festival season was fast approaching. The staff involved were not able to accomplish the task before the festival season. Globus Textiles were not able to introduce their new products in the market and capture the business because of poor procurement planning by Thomas. Globus Textiles incurred a heavy loss. Thomas should have done the following. He should have given the contract for supplying cotton bales to an experienced contractor instead of hiring a new supplier. Both the parties should have agreed on the rates adjustment because of the inflation in the initial stages itself. It should have been signed in the agreement by both the supplier and the procurement manager. The machineries which need to be used in the manufacturing process should have been procured in the initial stage of the project, anticipating the training needs. Hence, if the procurement process is not properly planned, it will ruin the business of the entire organization as a whole. Let us learn project procurement management in detail. Let's take a look at the objectives that we will be covering during the course. What is project procurement management? How does procurement management work? What are the processes in project procurement management? What is project procurement plan? The tools and techniques in project procurement process. What is project expediting? So let's begin with project procurement management. Project procurement management is a process where an organization collaborates with external suppliers to obtain goods and services. These relationships are created based on a contract. The supplier supplies goods and services on time to the organization and meets the standard requested by the purchaser. Procurement management. How it works. There are 4 main areas of concern which should be focused whenever procurement process is involved. They are purchasing or renting, analyze type requirements, call for bids, selecting the suppliers. Let us look at each in detail. Here are the steps in project procurement process. The procurement process includes 4 major steps as follows. Number 1 is specification. Number 2 is contracting. Number 3 is control. Number 4 is measurement. Let's take a look at each of these steps in detail. Project procurement plan. A procurement plan is a comfortable tool used to organize and manage activities related to the procurement management process. The project manager and the purchasing department should join together and design a template for the plan. The project manager should approve and review the plan before any supplier relationships get started. Tools and techniques. Some tools and techniques you may use during the procurement planning stage are make or buy analysis, fixed price contract, fixed total cost contract, fixed price contract with price adjustment, fixed price contract with incentive fee, cost reimbursable contract. Let's look at each of these in detail. What is expediting? Expediting means pressuring the supplier to meet the original delivery date or to deliver ahead of the schedule. If the supplier is unable to meet the agreement, the supplier's order is cancelled or penalized. The procurement team should be aware of the suppliers who have problems regarding delivery of items or services. The purchaser should have a clear idea of those critical items which are mandatory for meeting the delivery dates. Here are the methods of expediting. The following 3 options can be used to determine the method of expediting. Number 1, exception expediting. Number 2, routine status check. Number 3, advanced expediting. Let us look at each in detail. With every course, you get to view the course content online, download the PowerPoint